Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday, Feature Friday. I cannot believe it is October 25th already. Wow. This year has just flown by. And I started Feature Friday in October, so this is crazy to me that it's the last Friday of October already. So let's dive in. I am going to go over the starter kit special one more time because this is the last Friday I'll go over it because this special is only for October. So I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it always. Our starters kit special is so amazing. It is, you pick out $125 worth of product, your choice, and you only pay $99 and you only pay tax. Shipping is free. Now shipping is 11% always. So shipping is 11% unless it's under $70, then it's a flat rate of $8.95. But normally it's a value of, on $99, it'd be a value of 11%. So you're saving 11% on that, which that's a big deal. But right now in October, you get to pick out $155 worth of free product. Your choice. Put whatever you want in the cart. You're only going to pay $99 and you're going to pay tax on that. That's it. Shipping's free. That's $56 free merchandise. Your choice. It is such a wonderful deal, and I would love for you to join our Crafty Cats team. We have an amazing time. We have lots of fun things that we do. We meet on a monthly Zoom, totally optional, of course. We welcome all demonstrators, whether you just want to be a hobby demonstrator because you just want the discount to support your own habit, or if you are a business-minded demonstrator like myself. It doesn't matter. Maybe you just want to get together with your friends once a month and they help you put in your quarterly minimums. It doesn't matter. I am willing to answer any questions. I would love for you to reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? So I'm going to set that aside. All right, let's get started with our Feature Friday card. We are going to be making this adorable little card from our house to yours. Merry Christmas. And this is from the Humble Homes bundle. I love this bundle. I love a good punch, first of all. I'm going to throw that out there right now. I love punches. So I love a good punch. And this is adorable. Now, this is a bundle, so that means that you are going to save 10% automatically. And this is found in the mini catalog on page 46. So being that is a bundle, you get to save 10%, which I love. So you can throw that in your starter kit and save 10%. All right, so we're going to use quite a few different pieces. And I do want to share with you something we're going to use first before we get started. So we're going to use this 6x6 Take a Bow designer series paper. And I actually wanted to just pull this out real quick because I wanted to flip through it. This is the Take a Bow paper. I love this. So you have polka dots on one side. You have this pattern on another. You have the stripes and you have the holly leaves on the other side. You have this like plaid. You have this on the other. You have polka dots. You have like the stars on the other. You have the stripes. And then you have the polka dots on the other. I absolutely love this paper. This is classic Christmas paper. And it is beautiful. And it's garden green, real red, granny apple green, basic white. And it's beautiful. So that's what we're using today. So let's get started. We are going to start with our card base. And we're using granny apple green. And it is 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to, you can either score it at 4 1/4. But for those of you who follow me or know me and watched my videos, you know I just fold it in half, give it a little pinch, use my bone folder to varnish the crease. Now, even if you score it, I would use your bone folder to varnish the crease. All right, so we have quite a few different pieces here. You're going to need some pecan pie and a small piece of basic white scraps. And I say pecan pie for a little bit larger because we are going to do some heat embossing today. And we're going to punch, so you want to be able to stick it into the punch and still have room to adjust and have the paper. So you do need a little bit larger piece of cardstock for that. And for the sake of the video, I have already die cutted this out, but this is the largest circle in the stylish shaped dies, and it's the stitched circle, so you do need that. I picked out my 3 patterns. Now you can pick out what other 3 patterns you want. I picked out my 3, and these measure at 1 by 5 1/4. Now you're going to need 2 of the Granny Apple Green. These measure at 4 by 5 1/4. And then you're going to need 1 of the basic white for the inside, and this measures at 3 3/4 by 5. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and let's go ahead and we'll do the inside last this time. So we're going to get started. Let's do all of our stamping first, and then we'll put our pieces together. So we're going to do some stamping on, we're going to do some heat embossing. We're going to do some stamping on the little wreath here, and we're going to do some coloring. We're going to do some stamping on the seine, and then we're also going to stamp on the inside here. So let's open this up. Let's get our basic white. So because I wanted to overlap the seine over into the heart, the Granny Apple Green was a little bit dark, and I could have stamped off, but I decided just to do a lighter version, and I did the lemon lime twist for the heart. So that way I didn't need to stamp off, and I liked the color of the lemon lime twist with the Granny Apple Green. So that is what I did. So we're going to use Real Red then. And let's not stamp it upside down though. And we're just going to kind of overlap it like that. So we're going to set that aside. And then on our circle here, we're going to stamp our seine. And we're going to kind of do it in the bottom left of the circle. I guess I could shut that like that. All right, and we don't need the Real Red anymore, so we can put that away. Now we're going to get out our Memento ink pad because we are going to use blend markers. We're going to use the dark Real Red and the dark Granny Apple Green. We need the, we want the Memento so that it doesn't bleed when we're coloring. And we're going to stamp our little wreath here. And we don't need that anymore. And then we're just going to quickly color. There we go. We're just going to do the ribbon in red. And obviously the wreath in green. I'm trying to color without sticking my head in the camera here. All right. The other day I pulled this lid off so hard that, yeah, this happened. See? I like pulled it off so hard that I pulled the whole thing off. There we go. I didn't realize my own strength. All right. All right. For those of you who hate fussy cutting, I'm going to burst your bubble right now because there's no die for this. So unfortunately, we are going to have to fussy cut this, but let's just go ahead and fussy cut it now. It's little. You just have to move your paper. The trick is to move your paper. And it's small, so it's not too bad. You're just moving your paper. There you go. And we'll just set that over there. Throw that away. All done. All right, so now we need to heat emboss. So how many of you have used our new, the Wow heat emboss? For years, Stampin' Up! Has done their own, I don't know what the brand was. It was always Stampin' Up! Brand. But now we use the Wow Heat Emboss. I like it. I would love to know your opinion of it in the comments. I think that it is brighter. I think it's a brighter white, especially when you're using it on a darker color. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use our embossing buddy because I am using a little bit of a darker color. I'm just going to kind of rub that. I love that we came back with this additional tools tray. We used to have one of these. We used to have one of these. We got rid of them. For years. It was so sad to me. And then we brought it back. And when we brought it back as a kit. So it came with this. It comes with this. And then it comes with a brush, which I love. So you can brush off all the extra embossing powder that you don't need. And reversible tweezers, which is a godsend. I love that. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. So let's go ahead. We have our Versamark. Let's ink this up, get it really good and inky. And remember, we're going to stamp at the bottom here because, I'm going to open this. I want that. I almost stamped at the top there. All right, so I'm just going to tap that off. Now, if I had any extra, I could brush this off, but I actually did a good job. I'm impressed with myself. Yay for doing a good job on a video. That does not always happen. All right, so I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to set this aside and this aside. And I'm going to set, last but not least, this aside. All right, I am going to hold this. And I have my heat tool over here. And I'm going to heat this. You might not be able to hear me, so bear with me. And we're going to do this until it is a shiny, bright white. And like I said, I think this Wow makes it brighter than our old stuff. I like doing this on the pecan pie because to me it looks like a gingerbread house. All right, and then as soon as it gets all shiny, which I think it is, there we go. It's all done there. Voila, that looks good. Then we can go ahead and we can punch it out. Wait, did I do the bottom? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure the bottom was, we can line it up. And we can punch it out. I like that it punches out a little heart too. That's really cute. I haven't quite figured out what this little hole is for though, at the top. So if anybody knows what that's for, you can put that in the comments too, because I have no clue. I really don't. All right, I am going to save this piece because it's a good scrap. All right, I'm gonna set my little heart somewhere else. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start making our card. Now that we have all the pieces and we're ready to go with it, we're going to get out our baker's twine. So I got to be honest, some people love ribbon. And yes, I do like ribbon. I do. But I love baker's twine more than I like ribbon. Especially and only actually if it's this really soft baker's twine. It is my favorite. It's easy to work with. I absolutely love it. And I wish we had baker's twine in every color. So there's that. That would be nice. Or if it came in like a pack, like a 10 pack of just like, oh, wait, Stamping Up, hear me out. What if we had like baker's twine and it doesn't, you know, like it comes in all the brights and it's one pack, all the neutrals and it's one pack, all of the, you know, subtles and it's one pack, all of, or even like the ink colors. Oh, I mean, like we had the ink colors when we had like Starry Sky and that. See, those were my favorite. I used those all the time. And then we did have them with the jute. I don't like the jute. That's thick and it's hard. I don't like it. All right. I just told you how I really felt. Okay, so I just went ahead and I placed that flat on the inside. Isn't that cute? And then you have plenty of space to write. And I love the heart. I love the heart. So cute. All right. Now, before I lose this little wreath, because I envision myself losing it, we're going to take a mini dimensional here, and we are going to place it on the house. And then we're going to set that aside because I see myself losing that. All right, so let's go ahead and place our pieces on our Granny Apple green. I want this one at the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to dot, dot, knot up, place my glue here. And I'm going to line this up with my grid paper just so I make sure that I'm straight. Okay. And then I'm going to use I like the red and white striped because it reminds me of candy canes. So I feel like that's kind of a must. We're going to place that in the center there. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful little checkered one. All right. I do feel like my candy cane one could have come up a little bit more. Let's see if I can. Nope. If I do that, I'm gonna rip it, and I don't want to do that. All right. So could have come up a little bit more, but that's okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place this flat on my card. You know, this is a great way to use up a lot of your designer series paper, is to do a card like this, because you're really using, it's a great way to use your pieces, especially like if you're already using larger pieces for other cards. You know, so many times you have strips and you don't know what to do with them. This is a great way to use them. All right, so we're going to flip this over. We're going to use some tear and tape. And we're going to need 2 pieces here because we're going to wrap the baker's twine around, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to peel the tear and tape here. If I can get it. There we go. All right. So, and I went a little over, so we're just going to tuck that back. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, bring this over. I'm going to start on this side. So I'm going to wrap it behind here so that it sticks to the tear and tape. But I want it to be angled because it's a circle. So we're going to kind of angle it. So let's see here. I want it to kind of go like this. So let's tuck it there. There we go. And I'm going to wrap it 3 times. And then I'm going to stop. So I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to use my scissors to cut it. But I need it to stay tucked down. All right. So now to secure it, to make sure that that stays down, I'm going to reapply a piece of tear and tape over the baker's twine right there. It just helps to secure it. I do this anytime I'm using baker's twine or ribbon, and then I won't peel it off. This just helps to secure it so that it stays on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use dimensionals, and we're going to pop this circle up. So we're going to place dimensionals, and we're going to put one in the middle because we don't want to saggy center. And we're going to place this then in the center of our card like that. Now I am going to pop up the house as well. So let's go ahead and put our dimensionals on that as well. And then last, we just need our bow. All right, and then we're going to place that like that. And then we just need our bow. So I'm going to get out my little bow maker here. And I want a wider bow. So, and I'm going to double it. So I'm going to take my baker's twine and I'm going to double it like this. And I want my bow to be kind of big. So There we go. I would say this is about, let's see here. Oh, my thing is in centimeters. I have the inches on the other side. Well, it's about 7 inches. So really it's about 14 inches long because I'm doubling it. So I'm going to wrap it around my bow maker. I'm going to cross it. And the piece that's on the top, I'm just going to tuck under and in the back. And then I'm going to bring it forward and then I'm going to tie a knot. I love this bow maker. I know that there are many ways you can create a bow. This is the way I was taught how to do a bow. And I was taught how to do this bow back in like 2001, so many moons ago. And I just like, oops, to me, this is like how I was taught how to do this. This is how I do it. Many people do it many different ways, and there's no wrong way. Do it however it's easiest for you. All right, so we're going to use a mini glue dot. If I can get that off. There we go. And then we're just going to place it on the end right there. And then I'm going to kind of take the loops and just kind of open them up a little bit. There. How cute is that? Oops. After I just, there we go. From our house to yours. Merry Christmas. So cute. I hope you guys enjoyed Feature Friday this week. I will see you next week for November. Oh my gosh, wait. Next week is November 1st already because Thursday is Halloween, right? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. That's just crazy talk. Crazy talk. And you know what? For my job at the credit union, we are dressing up as Wizard of Oz, and I get to be the witch, which I'm super excited about because I always dress up as a witch and pass out candy, so it'll be perfect that I get to be her. So I'm going to be the Wicked Witch of the West during the day, but then I am going to be, oh gosh, why can't I'm drawing a blank now? What is her name before she was the Wicked Witch of the West in Wicked? Oh my gosh. It starts with an E. Elfie. Elfie. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that. I'm such a Broadway buff too, and I can't believe I just had a brain moment. Anyway, so I'm going to be the Wicked Witch of the West during the day, and then I'm going to be Elfie at night. I'm super excited, but I'm more excited to see you guys next Friday for November 1st, which is even crazier. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. If you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button and have a great day. Bye.